Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Lost Odyssey. I'm the mysterious JG, trying to figure out how to play a game where I need to read along a fact when it keeps messing up my timer. Yeah, it really does mess up my timer. Okay, I think this will do it, maybe. I just got to figure out a different way to display. I think I got this. Yes, alright, so I'm having to get a little fancy with my technology here, but I've got this. I figured this out. Alright, so we got one more treasure chest to be found around here. It's not really massively important. It's just a tree that we can knock into to get, like, windseal leaf. I don't really think we care that much, actually. Because I'm pretty sure we get those by killing flying guys. And I think the cliffhangers, actually, I think I remember stealing from them is a little more valuable because they drop an item you can use for poison resist stuff. But we all know how to resist poison, so. Gook down. Oh no. Gook down. Jensen failed to steal. He's a failure in life. I like the combat theme for this game, but we're going to be hearing it a lot. The slow recoil when you take one damage is a bit silly too. One thing we have not seen on screen is when the Kekolons call for help, and a little lady Kekolon comes out, and does very little to help them, actually, from what I've seen. She casts a defense spell on herself, she can cast defense spells on others, but she's got, like, no hit points. Alright, we are at level 15. Oh, shoot. Alright, let's just assume this is the way to go here. Hilariously tired, Jensen.
I want to ask a favor. I'm just going to ask this once, okay? Will you listen?
No. Oh, I have to advance the text, so I guess yes.
All right already. What do you want?
I'd like you guys to use Skill Link to learn my skills permanently as immortals.
Whining. Okay. Is that all you can say? Can't we just rest in that hut over there?
I'm only going to say this once. I would like to rest on that hut over there.
All you do is complain.
Yeah, she's kind of right. You haven't even complimented my earrings.
I'm not like you two. I'm a normal human being.
I'm not a freak, okay? That is a little
What
rude.
should we do?
Well, it's not really a hut. It's more like a mansion, but let's rest in it.
All right. Let's rest.
We've been through 2 whole screens after all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, and then that pose. Like, he's supposed to be hilarious, I think. And then she does a hilarious Riku-esque, I can't believe how lame this is thing. And now we are in a different screen. I mean, it's the same place, but different camera angle. Alright, well anyway, we gotta go north of the hut. Oh, there's a save point there, so that's good. I probably should have let the last video run long and split this one or something, but... Okay. There's a key seat. Oh, I should make sure I've got the right number of key seats, actually. So cold water stone. So magma fragments, I think I'm only finding in treasure chests. But we already have a wind ring. No, that's not what that means. Hold on. Wind seal leaves I must also only be getting from... yeah, never mind. It's aim ring. So those birds drop sharp beaks. And the... I think those fawn-looking things drop beast horns. And that's why I was actually able to make their stuff off screen. I think the Kekalans sometimes drop whetstones. And poison ring, which causes poison, which seems like it would be big fun. But that costs poison, oil, and sticky tape. So I don't know where to get that. Bruiser ring is just whetstone, but I haven't built any. Yeah, but like it's kind of like, okay, the enemies that are hurt by the aerial killer ring are you kill them to get the thing that makes you better at killing them. And same thing for the beast ring, which sends you into beast mode. Oh, but I went into that menu so I could see if I've got enough seeds. And I do have the correct number of seeds, because the pot on the east side has a seed. And it is number 18. There's a save point. I guess I could save. Nobody mountains like the hut. Sorry. I don't know why I'm going back a slot. I'm certainly not going to need that slot. It's not a problem to save over it, but... supposed to turn on a lamp for something. I can also probe. To get a power drink. Power drink. Antidote someplace. Probably here. Search glasses are obtained. Suppose I can talk to you? The road to the peak lies beyond this door, I guess. It's getting late, though. How about we call it a night? Well, I thought you didn't want to rest. Ooh. Isn't Jensen over here somewhere? I thought Jensen was over here somewhere. You might be taking a nap upstairs. Hey, there's a bed here. Let's stay here. We will not rest here until I am convinced I've finished whatever Dracula the Dork needs me to do. Let's read. We finally reached the mountainhead. Everywhere is blurry. I can barely keep my eyes open long enough to leave these few words. We're going to stay in this hut for a while. Damn moss inhabited Ypsilon has peaked. We only glimpsed its shadow near the peak, but it was enough to make us think twice about going on. I got a lot of fever, probably from the rain during the climb. The weather changes so fast up here. I still have my appetite, and I've taken some medicine, too. I should be fine after I'm rested. Signed, the skeleton, currently lying in the bed. The people of these mountains are still on the prowl near the summit. We hear the beat of its giant wings and roar periodically. The beat of its giant wings. We should be safe in this hut, but who knows when we will be able to leave. I thought the Ypsilon Mountains were a terrifying place and as the monsters, but everything is so beautiful up here. We discovered an exquisitely rare flower today. There isn't much else to do right now. The master of the Ypsilon Mountains finally seems to have moved on. At least we can leave this place. We're going to ensure our safety tomorrow and apart. Want to give us any clues as to how to deal with this monster? No? Okay. Walk between the beds, examine the lamp, and there's a... oh, there's a shield. There's a shield magic in here, so that's good. But Not if I don't get to examine this lamp. Oh, it's here. There's 3 beds. Because we're all going to sleep in beds, I guess. Turn on the lamp, and then a thing appears under the bed, and you grab it. It's a Playboy! It is not a Playboy. It is Shieldo. If you look into valuables, you'll discover a key black pearl of darkness. A black pearl presented from Gongora to Jensen. Okay, I guess that was a plot thing. I guess we can rest here. That's good to know. I mean, at this point, I think I've done as much grinding as would make any sense at all to do here. Although there's new spells and stuff. See, she's mediocre at everything except she gets the first attack. Oh, please don't tell me we learned a new dream. Learned a dream. Ah, shoot. I need to switch laundry. Oh, well. I'll figure that out in a minute. Huh? I can't believe I don't have any alcohol. Did you just make a little face? The Black Pearl of Darkness. Thank you for mentioning that, Dracky, the Split Infinity Dork.
Listen, if either Kaim or Seth seem like they're starting to regain even a fragment of their memories, use this.
Don't tell me Gongora is actually not a nice guy. The guy who gave us the Curse of Immortality. I guess. He doesn't explain what it is. He just tells him to use it.
Oh, hi. I couldn't sleep. I'm usually exercising, you know, sparring with people, and I work out a lot.
Was that all?
Was what all? About what?
You know
I mean,
what I mean.
Yeah.
You're
Well, no, I
sitting
don't.
there. You could be
No.
doing anything.
What do you mean?
I saw the way you were looking at Kaim. Are you into boys too? So she has this good sense not to trust him. But, anyways. Is it too early to call this a video? The last video was really long. But I got laundry to go deal with. It does feel like it's a little too early. I'm checking to make sure that the... Yeah, my timer's at the right spot. I gotta go a little bit longer. Alright, let's, Oh, great. Now I screwed up my, Lost Odyssey guide. Alright. So, yeah, Dracky the Dork mentioned that pearl. It isn't our item. And Dracky the Dork's actually Split Infinity. Dracky the Dork wrote a very horny, guide to Tales of Hesperides. But I think we might be getting close to a boss battle, because a giant monster that guards this place was mentioned in that journal. So it'd probably be a good idea to get on with it, as far as that goes. Alright. You learned, stand ready. Recovers guard when using defend while being attacked. Have you learned that yet? You are still learning it. Okay. I know how often I'll use that. The GC thing, it's kind of important in boss battles because, like, if I heal between regular battles, I just start out with all my GC. It's during long battles where it gets knocked down and you can't build it back up again during battle easily. That something like that might be useful. Good morning, Kaim. Once we leave here, we'll almost be at the peak. Let's get moving. With milk on the rocks. Here's an ad campaign. They said, get moving with milk on the rocks. I thought it was really, really strange. So I've kind of not forgotten it, but I think the rest of the world did. All right. Break the rock near the east. You get a mana herb. All right, so I guess keep an eye out on the east. East, man. You traveled from the east. Oh. Ah, boy, there's a dream. There's a dream, which means we probably just need to get the dream and then back off and go to the save point. Oh, this video is going to go super long.
The air feels humid.
Well, it's not going to rain. I know the weather. I have a sense about these things. And the sun's going to break through any second, and you'll be peeling off the clothes. Trust me.
This is zany. This means it's going to rain really hard, right? That's the zany setup.
Great. It's raining. What did I say? It's going to rain.
Oh, Jensen, I hate you. All right. I remember one time when it rained, it led to the deaths of many innocent children. And he just like has one of these. It's listening to my favorite Star Trek podcast, and they were having fun with the idea of what did the other characters do while the Cisco is having his prophet visions? He's just standing there. Does he evacuate his bowels? So now I'm like, what do these characters do when Kaim suddenly like starts flipping out and remembering in detail the little girl who lied all the time, or the prison he was in? All right, so I am going to switch back on my glasses that make the TV so up sharp, because I think the next time I have control, we're probably going to just go back to the save state, or point. He was born with a plastic spoon in his mouth.
You're dismissed.
What is it? What? He's being a dick. Like, was she laughing at his inability to eat in his armor?
Oh, Lord Gongora, please wait.
He just punches him out. I just like the idea that Lord Gongora rushes into the room and just starts beating the shit out of this dude. He's like, sorry.
Pardon the intrusion.
Oh,
He is. Oh.
Gongora, what are you doing?
A moment, please.
I just bring
What's going on, Gongora?
rats around everywhere for just this purpose.
Answer me. The council has placed you under house arrest.
Talk to the hand.
Behold,
Because the eyebrows ain't listening. Oh. Real nice Gongora, just murdering rats. I'm gonna burn it down before anyone finds out this is obviously a trap that I set.
What is the meaning of this?
there are those who do not wish the monarchy restored to power.
But I do not wish it to be restored to power.
That's right, I'm talking about you. You attempted to poison yourself.
With all due respect, while some fools completely support our current republic, there are also those who long to restore a powerful monarchy. Regardless of what your highness may desire, our country struggles with two political forces, the past and the present.
So, you're against the monarchy because that's obviously the past, right?
You must be aware of this.
I know.
Fortunately, I was able to sense your danger with magic energy.
Which is also how I
Even
set the
though
trap.
I am under house arrest. I could not allow you to be harmed.
By my own evil trap.
There are many ways I can secretly move from my manor to yours, your highness.
I can make people immortal and take away their memories, so teleportation's not a big deal.
But if Roxian knew you had been out of your home,
He might try to poison me. Oh wait, he already did.
you would be subject to even tighter restrictions.
Ooh, I like the tighter restrictions.
I can look after myself.
But I can't.
I, however, cannot.
I suck.
Had you not come, I would have ended up like that mouse.
Well, I didn't mean to come, Your Highness, but the new sea cover.
You can always rely on me, your highness.
I'm not even slightly evil. I mean, yeah, I gave Jensen a dark energy pearl and told him to use it to suppress the memory of the heroes. This is kind of the point where it becomes This guy's getting a little suspicious now. I mean, he was so hurt when people suggested his magic staff had brought down the meteor, but nah, I don't know about this guy. He's not as trustworthy as, say, Seymour Guado.
Gongora. Thank you.
Yeah, see, sit down. Enjoy poison. I mean... And he's also got evil theme music.
Well done. We'll have to push him harder. I'll be in touch when the time comes.
Is she gonna laugh evilly too? So yeah, I mean, I'm trying not to give too much away about how Gongora's evil, but I mean, I couldn't remember at what point the game just starts telling you he is. So yeah, it's at this point the game just starts telling you he's evil. I mean, I don't really know for sure that we can say he's evil, right? We don't know what his agenda is, but he clearly is pushing. Because honestly, the Republic ruler guy with the crazy beard, he was asking questions that were not things Gongora wanted asked about his giant magical staff and stuff. So it could purely be just because he doesn't want people messing with his research. But no, he obviously arranged this setup with this mouse. He and the mouse were in on it together. The mouse didn't know he was going to take the fall. We could use a little reaction shot of her going, but no. Okay, I thought there was a dream that was being unlocked. Okay. There is a dream. So let's go ahead and get that, even though it's going to make this video go long. I guess I'm going to have to set my laundry to do like a 15-minute wrinkle removal cycle. Because I'm not going to get it hung up timely, but otherwise I'll have a dream that I have to deal with the next time I stop to record this game, and that's just no good. Kaim recalls a memory that was locked deep within his heart. I guess that purple pearl isn't working. Or the dark whatever pearl. A dream has been revealed. Let's dream a dream. Why don't we? The streamers. Oh, these are guys who like do live streams. They have a scare camera and they just pretend to be really, really frightened of like Slenderman. Slenderman. Strong winds have always blown across this vast, grassy plain. Perhaps the area's topography has something to do with it, but the direction of the wind remains constant, irrespective of the time of season. From east to west, from the horizon where the sun rises to the horizon where the sun sets. Swept by the unceasing winds, the misshapen trunks and branches of shrubs all incline to the west. Tall grasses do not grow here, and the grasses that do grow all lie flat on the ground, bending westward. Caravans and herding folk traverse the single road that crosses the plain. They do not come and go, they only go, moving from east to west, using the wind at their backs to gain distance. May the road rise to meet them, and the wind be always at their backs. Travelers. Oh, it's travelers. Oh, it's just become Irish again. It didn't matter what I wanted it to be. They went with the winds be ever at your back, and then they started in on the travelers, who are a bit like tankers. Travelers heading west to east always use the circuitous route. The snakes around the southern mountains. It is much farther that way, but much faster than crossing the plain head on into the wind. Ah, you got distance versus time here. It's like trying to do the Kessel Run in 10 parsecs or whatever. The road across the plain is called the wind stream. Just as the flow of a great river never changes direction, the footsteps of those who use the road have not changed direction since the distant past, nor are they likely to change far into the distant future from east to west. Human shapes that appear from the horizon where the wind rises disappear over the horizon where the sun sets. They never pass oncoming travelers, with only the rarest exceptions. So far, this is just like a travel journal. We're not like hearing about the horrible deaths of any children. Whoa, look at them letters. The first time she passed... Oh, here we go. Okay, now, why did I have to say that? The first time she passed Kaim in the windstream, the girl was just an infant. So was my grandmother alive then? In response to the girl's untroubled question, Kaim smiles and answers, She was, and I remember what a nice old lady she was too. Looking back down the road, the girl points her to the line of hills facing off into the distance. My grandmother crossed 7 hills on her journey. Maybe I'll go on a journey. Is 7 a lot? Uh-huh. Grandma lived a long time. Most people end their journeys after 5 hills. The people they leave behind build a little grave where they ended their journey, and then they keep traveling. The girl points down to the ground where she's still standing. This is as far as I've come, she says with a proud, happy smile. The religion of the girl and her family professes a pious belief that if they devote their lives to walking eastwards, against the flow of the wind stream, they will arrive at the easternmost source of the stream itself. We're never actually going to encounter this place or these people, because none of these stories connect to the game at all. That would be far too much work. People call believers in that religion the upstreamers. The word carries a hint of fear and sadness, but also a trace of contempt and scorn. The upstreamers are devoid of worldly desires. They live their lives for no greater purpose than travelling eastward on foot. They are freed out. When they give birth to children en route, they continue their journey while raising their children. Oh, this is easy. Yeah, like, you know, this, they have sex while they're walking from east to west, and then the women are pregnant while they walk from east to west, and they deliver the babies while walking from east to west. When they age and their strength gives out, their journey ends, but their family's journey continues. From child to grandchild to great-grandchild, their belief is carried on. I mean, yeah, if they travel east, like, if they like, travel in seasons, this would make sense, but doing it every day is, oh, but the poignant, sad music, I do like this theme. The journey of this girl's family was begun by her late grandmother, who began walking from the wind-streamed western verge with her son, who was then the age the girl is now. The upstreamers do not walk for the entire year, of course. Thank you, okay. During the season when the winds are especially strong, from late autumn to early spring, they take up residence in various post towns, scattered across the road, and earn day wages by performing tasks the townsfolk themselves refuse to do. Some upstreamers choose to stay in the towns, while others, conversely, take townspeople with them when they return to the road in spring. Unless they, like, circumnavigate the globe, I mean, how are they not eventually getting to the end of this journey? These are people with whom they have fallen in love during the long winter, or boys who dream of travel, or grown-ups who have tired of town life, or girls who dream of travel. I suppose it could be them too. Imagine being so bored with the town you live in, you decide to join a religious cult that just walks against wind. Like, the mimes are here, I must join them. Such are the reasons the town folks look upon the upstreamers with complicated gazes. The little girl's mother was one of those who joined the journey midway, and the girl herself, some years from now, might fall in love with someone in a post town somewhere. She might choose to live in the town, or she could just as well invite her lover to join her on the road for some of that sweet, sweet walking against the wind fucking. She has no idea at this point what lies in store for her. I'm an idiot. The girl's father calls out to her. Time to go. Come on, it's time to go. Do the Mario. Their brief rest is over. She seems sorry to leave and stands up reluctantly. Too bad, she says. I wish I could have talked with you more, but we have to get to the next town by the time the snows start. Constantly exposed to the headwinds, her cheeks are red and cracked. Her lips chapped. Scattered cheeks is a problem. But her smile is wonderful. She wishes Kaim a safe journey, in the serene smile of one who believes completely in the purpose of her life, without the slightest doubt. An idiot, in other words. Sorry. Will I see you again? I've always thought that, like, maybe this is just me. Maybe this is why I'm not the most happy person who's ever lived. But I've always thought that, like, having, like, a complete lack of doubt, complete faith that what you believe is right, to me indicates, like, an intellectual failing. Like, if you are not willing to consider that that some of the information you have that you are using to make your decisions is flawed, or that there's information you don't have access to that would change things, then, just absolute certainty, I think, is a sign of a weak mind. But hey, this is a little girl. Will I see you again somewhere? She asks, probably. But is Kaim walking with these guys or not? Kaim answers, smiling back at her, but he can never match that smile of hers. He is now in the midst of a journey that will take him beyond the western end of the wind stream. He heads to the battlefield as a mercenary, but by the time the western battle is over, a new battle will have begun in the east. It will be a long, cruel journey with nothing to believe in. When he meets the girl again along the way, Kaim's smile will have taken on even more shadows than it has now. Perhaps as a parting gift of sorts, the girl sings a few short lines for him. This wind, where does it blow from? Where does it start its journey here? Train, train, take me away, far away, into the future. Does it come from where life begins, or does it begin where life ends? Goodbye, then, says the girl, trudging on one labored step at a time, hair streaming into headwind. What are you doing, game? You didn't tell us how large your breasts are. Oh, here we go. 10 long years have flowed by when Kaim next meets the girl. It is spring, when the grassland is dotted with lovely white flowers. She has become the wife of a young man who does tailoring and shoe repair in one of the post towns. This is my 3rd spring here, she says, patting her swollen belly fondly. In a few days she will give birth to a child. She will become a mother. And your parents? Kaim asks, full of interest. She shrugs and glances eastward. They are continuing their journey. I'm the only one who stayed on here. I have the same voice I did when I was a small child, by the way. And so Kaim realizes that she decided that, walking constantly against wind is stupid. Kaim does not ask why she has done this. Continuing the journey is one way to live, and staying in town is another. Neither can be judged to be more correct than the other, although people do it all the time. People constantly judge you on the decisions you make and think that they're better than you. So why is Kaim so fucking holier than thou? The only answer for the girl could be seen in her smiling face. But never mind about me, she says, looking at him suspiciously. How come you haven't aged? Exactly. You haven't changed one little bit from the time we met so long ago. For the 1,000-year-old Kaim, 10 years is nothing but a change in the season. Some lives are like that, he says, straining to smile. Some people in this world can never grow old, no matter how long they live. It's incredibly fascinating. He looks at the girl, now grown into a woman, with big old bazongas, and wonders again. Living through endless ages of time, is it a blessing or a curse? Kaim's remark hardly counts as an explanation, but the girl nods with a look of apparent understanding. If that's the case, she says, you should be the one who goes to the place where the wind begins. You'd be the perfect upstreamer. She could be right, after all. The lifespan given to humans is far too short for anyone to travel against the flow of the wind stream as far as the starting point of the wind. But you said they do it generationally, so what? And how can they be coming to towns that are used to these upstreamers and know who they are if they're always traveling in this? Like, they would hit each town once and then never hit it again, unless, like, during the season where the wind is extra rough, they actually get pushed back further west. I think I'm taking exception to something in a game about a group of immortal travelers with memories that fade over time. And magic staffs that summon meteors, and yet here I am picking at the logical flaws. Still, Kaim responds to a few slow shakes of his head. I'm not qualified to make the journey. I don't even have my GED. No, anybody can be an upstreamer. Anybody, that is, who wants to see where the wind starts with his or her own eyes. And, of course, you need to have a network connection. Having said this, however, the girl adds with a touch of sadness. No one has actually seen it, though, I guess. The place where the wind begins. That place is nowhere at all. Even if after a long journey one were to arrive at the eastern end of the wind stream, the wind would be blowing there too. And not just an east wind, west wind, north wind, south wind. Winds without limit, without end. It's like that cave from I'm blanking on the name of the Mystery Science Theater where the witch seals the sun. The day the earth froze. Human beings who cannot live forever, daring to take a journey without end. This might be the ultimate tragedy, but it could just as well be the ultimate comedy. Kaim knows one thing, however. No one simply dismiss it as an exercise in futility, even though that would be the implication of the ultimate tragedy. Whatever it is, it's the ultimate something. There's no way it's just a run-of-the-mill whatever it is. Woo, look at them letters blow. How about you? Yes, the girl. Aren't you going to continue your journey soon? She thinks about this for the space of a breath. Caressing her swollen belly, she cocks her head and says, I wonder, I might want to go on living the way I am now forever. But then again, I might feel that desire to reach the starting point of the wind. Yeah, whatever. All the upstreamers without exception say you can never know what might trigger the return to the journey. One day, without warning, you slough off the entire town life and start whacking. It is not always a matter of running into an upstreamer and being lured back to the road. Plenty of people set out of their own all of a sudden. The teachings of the upstreamers say that all human beings harbor a desire for endless travel. They are probably not aware of the desire because it is stashed away so far down in the breast, the big, voluptuous breasts, that it is deeper than memory. The instant something brings it to the surface, a person becomes an upstreamer. Even you have the desire, the girl says to Kaim. I wonder. It's true, she says. No question. The look in her eyes is as straight on and free of doubt as it was the first time he met her. Fixing him with that look, she points to her own chest and says, "Look at the size of my breasts. Look at how full they are. I haven't completely lost it myself." "But I'm sure you're happy with your present life." "Of course I am. How dare you imply otherwise?" And he realizes that he's struck a nerve. "Do you really think the day will come when you will want to set out on the journey, even if it means giving up that happiness?" Instead of answering, she gives him a gentle smile. Many years flow by, but every now and then something reminds Kaim of the girl's words, that everyone harbours a desire for endless travel. For Kaim, living itself is a journey without end. In the course of his journey, he has witnessed countless deaths, many involving small children. He has also witnessed countless births, always involving small children. Human life is all too short, too weak, and fleeting. Yet the more he dwells upon its evanescence, the more he feels, inexplicably, that words such as eternal and perpetual apply more properly to life, finite as it is, than to anything else. Travelling down the wind stream for the first time in many years, Kaim spies the funeral of an upstreamer. Of course, he just happens to hit this girl's funeral. A young boy in morning dress stands by the road, holding out wildflowers to passing travellers and urging them to offer up a flower to a noble soul who has made the long journey this far. Oh, this is probably, if this is a male relative of Xing Sai, it has to be Zhang Fei. "Offer up a flower to a noble soul who has made the long journey this far." Kaim takes up a flower and asks the boy, "Is it a member of your family?" "Oh, my grandma." The boy nods, his face the image of one Kaim knows so long ago. "My grandma was often mentioned being an incredibly dull man." The old woman lying in her coffin must be the girl. Kaim is sure of it, because otherwise the story wouldn't be poignant. "Grandma traveled a long, long time. She brought my daddy with her when he was just a little boy. See that hill over there? She started walking from way, way beyond it, and she got all the way here." So the girl must have set out on her journey after all. Turning her back on the town life, leading her child by the hand, she trod away on along the endless journey. Apparently, her husband didn't go with her, whatever. Her wish to aim for the place where the wind begins would be passed on to her child, her grandchild, and on through succeeding generations, to head for a land one could never hope to reach, and to do so generation after generation. This is another endless journey. And an endless memory. Is it a tragedy? A comedy? Perhaps it's one of those erotic thrillers. Perhaps a serene smile on the face of the old woman in the coffin is the answer. Kaim lies the flower at her feet as an offering. The family members who have travelled with her join together in a song for the parted. "Train, train, take us away, far away, into the future you will see something about trains that Judy doesn't remember." The wind blows. So does this story. It sweeps across the vast grassland. Kaim takes one long, slow step towards his destination. "Have a good trip," calls the boy. Red and cracked as the girls were so long ago, his cheeks soften in a smile as he waves to the departing traveller. Finally, the end. Okay. Apparently the wind is blowing in both directions. Because no matter which way we go, he walks like, okay. He's like, feet still firm now. Oh good, the storm stopped. I was a little worried I wouldn't be allowed to save at this point. But we can, thank goodness. Alright, we got a couple of scenes under our belts. We got another memory under our belts. And this video is supposed to go short. And thanks to the memories, it went long. The memories, whoo. You know, it really hit pay dirt with that first memory bothering to tell us to point out specifically that the girl did not have, you know, post-puberty breasts. Because that has just been a thing that any slight reference to that, and it gives me some stuff to make some hay out of here during these memory scenes. But, or memory scenes. Woo-hoo. So anyway, when we come back next time, folks, I think we're climbing this hill, and I think we're probably fighting our first boss. Thanks for watching.